Don't be surprised if in some of these videos you start seeing me with a shirt on that says, so I woke up this morning and I was scrolling Twitter. Because that's how I'm gonna start every single video. This morning, I woke up and I was scrolling Twitter. And I came across the fact that Fousey is now banned on Kick and apparently kind of had a little bit of a situation again. So this was the first thing that I had seen. Fousey has been banned on Kick just 1 day into his 30-day marathon. He may be losing his $20 million contract after having an agreement with Kick not to get banned during these 30 days. So I don't know anything about Fousey's contract. I don't know if this is something that he said on stream or if this is something that Kick came forward and said, but if he loses a $20 million contract because he got himself banned after 1 day of a 30-day marathon, that's crazy. That's a lot of money to fumble. Now, if any of you watched my last video when he crashed out with Aiden Ross, I said that if he continues to stream and continues to stay in content creation, this is going to happen over and over and over again because mentally he is just not equipped to handle this. There is so much stress and so much that goes on with live streaming every single day, especially for 30 days straight, having a chat, having to handle all the stuff behind the scenes, and him being one of the bigger streamers. It just amplifies all of that stress. And I want to run you guys through some of the clips that happened yesterday. It's probably like 3 to 4+ minutes of clips, but I feel like it's necessary to get a full understanding of some of the shit that was going on.
If one more person gets me to raise my voice or yell, you're sent home for the day. You have 3 strikes. If I send you home twice, you don't get a 3rd strike, you're home. I'll replace you within 5 minutes. I don't need you, respectfully. You're great at what you do, but there's 50 of you, there's 1 of me. Respect that.
The president spoke.
Listen, you guys know I talk a lot. These that are on the internet right now stop getting face. Talking about me, yeah, you're doing it again. Hey, are you slow?
Lean backward.
I didn't ask you this before I got you. Are you slow a little?
No, I'm not.
Off of these first couple of clips, I don't know if I would say that he's manic, although I'm sure that that's a part of it, but it's a little bit different than some of the other times that he's crashed out. Right now, he just seems really aggressive, just confrontational. Like, it's not a good thing, and it only leads to more bad shit happening, which is exactly what happens in this next clip.
The girl never lies. Listen. It's all on you.
This morning, before we all went to sleep, I told Joey to wake up Rain so that the camera's fully charged.
He did. I went in the room and I did all that.
Let her finish.
Yes, and then you just told me that the camera right now is at 15%, and it's been 10 hours.
Yes.
So how is it at 15% if you charged it at 4 in the morning?
I flipped the breaker this morning. The lights have been out all day. There's not a...
You know how Mia told me the story?
No, sir.
She was used to, I woke them up at 4 a.m. and I told them what they needed to do. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yusuf, it's still at 15%. They didn't listen to me. So f the breaker.
Yes, sir.
You,
Okay.
Joey, enjoy your time. This is the big leagues. You don't have to shake my hand. This is the big leagues. You tried out. You failed. Go home, work out with Neon Sniper Panda or whatever Z-listers you worked with before me, and then come back when you're ready. You don't got it yet. Shake your head, say what you want to say. Don't go home and play mad. Oh, I wish I cussed him out. I wish I socked him in the face. You suck, and I'm telling you that to your face, Paul.
Okay.
You have nothing to say? You don't want to defend your art, your work?
I have nothing to say to you other than I can't believe
What?
how disrespectful you've been to me.
I can't believe how disrespectful you've been to my company. You lied.
Okay.
You promised me the world. You dropped
I did promise you the world.
You made me lose.
When did I promise you the world?
Hey, I'll be there at 6 p.m. tomorrow. We didn't start till 7. Hey, there's going to be thousands of people there. I brought the people there. Are you dumb, Wayne? Listen, I don't care if I disrespected you. That's your problem to go home and grow some balls. You don't have any yet.
Are you... Excuse me?
You heard me.
I did. Are you gonna... like, what the f*** are you saying right now?
That you
I
don't have a pair of
stood in your
balls.
face while you spit on me and you refused
I
to
spit
put
on
your...
you? I spit on you?
Yes, you spit on my face.
Listen, get the f*** out of my house. Say whatever you want to me to your Z-lister friends. You ain't shit.
Z-lister friends.
You ain't gonna be shit. Z-lister friends. You hung out with A-listers for 1 day and you got dropped.
Okay.
You ain't shit. You ain't ever gonna be shit.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Hey, I played you for everything. 147 that love. What did you do? Hey, what are you doing? You said you're going to the mall to shop and going to the studio.
Okay.
You told me Nadeem sucks and you got mad when I called you Nadeem. You're worse than Dean.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
After grab a suitcase or Adam?
No, Adam, grab a suitcase. You get the f out of my house.
It's
What?
Yes, sir. I'm going.
Will try to come to my face that I paid for with a job that was gonna change your life.
Shit.
Yeah, because you ain't worth shit.
Okay.
Go work at Chuck E. Cheese.
Suck my.
Come here, make me something. Really? Stop it. Say it already.
So if I'm not mistaken, this is the clip that got him banned because he decided to swing on his ex-manager. Now, hopefully I was able to show you guys the entirety of the clip. Some people get really upset when I don't show the violent part of the clip, but the reason why I don't do it is that YouTube will flag you for ad suitability, or they will label your video 18+. And when that happens, it gets no push from the algorithm because there's no benefit on YouTube's side for them to push this video over one that is actually ad suitable. So I'm just trying to play the game. You can't get all that mad at me. Regardless, it's just not a good look. And I don't know what it is or why he decided to treat his manager that disrespectfully. But again, mental illness can do all sorts of things to you. Aside from just going manic, you can start to feel like you're above everybody, like you're a god basically, and feel like everybody needs to bow down to your will. And that kind of is how some of these clips feel like, where he's talking to people as if they're literally just pawns in his life. Now, another mistake that I think he made was in this next clip where he basically says, if I get banned on Kick, I'm gonna go live on Twitch. Now, I'm not saying that Kick wouldn't have banned him if he didn't say this, but it definitely doesn't help your case to tell the CEO of the platform that you're on that if they ban you, you're gonna go to their competitor. Because at a certain point, they're just gonna say, we don't wanna deal with this guy anymore. Let's just get him out of here. Now, for whatever reason, he started to realize some of his mistakes, and these were the two clips that he posted after everything.
Hey guys, guess what? It's your friendly neighborhood Fousey. So, remember how I was doing a 24/7 live stream for 30 days to record my debut album, and I hired the best team in America? You know, the team that kicks me out of the bathroom and texts me to say, get the out, it's their turn to shower in the house I'm paying for. The team that live in front of 16,000 people slams the door in my face. The team that tells me to suck their I have to punch them while live. The team that forgets to tell me to take my mental health medication when I ask them, hey guys, I'm hiring you to do A, B, and C, but your main priority, help me help myself. I don't know how to. Don't let me get myself in trouble. Don't let me go to jail. Don't let me go in the hospital. Well, guess what? I got banned in under 48 hours. So I left my Sprinter and told them to suck my I'm now by myself on the side of the road. They didn't appreciate me when I was live. Don't come to my funeral when I'm dead. Look, I'm gonna try my best not to cry. I've been under so much stress. Because I promised Eddie and Akil I wouldn't crash out like last year. That my adrenaline shot up and I don't even remember the last 48 hours now that I'm out of it. And now that I calmed down, I'm realizing all the destruction that I caused, and this happens to me all the time. I'm not even gonna sit here and say sorry but I'm trying to explain to y'all, now that my adrenaline dumped and I'm back to Yusuf, and I open Twitter and I see what Fousey did, I'm like, I feel so much better now, though. I feel free.
And as much as I know that the internet is still going to drag him and they're going to tell him that we've heard this all before, you've apologized before, this is like the 10th time that you've done this, we don't really care anymore, I still have sympathy for this man. I just don't think that he should be streaming. I think the problem is he needs to be taken off of these platforms. He needs to go and live a life where he could take his medicine, get his shit under control, and maybe years later see if he can revisit some of this stuff. But right now, I think his mental health is most important, and this is clearly not something that's going to work. As many times as he's tried, he continues to fail. And again, it's not his fault. He's just unfortunately someone who deals with mental health issues, but I think that he does need to take responsibility and start to get it under control. Because being somebody like him, who's a figure, who also has probably a lot of money, I would assume, it's hard to have anybody tell him what's what, right? Especially once you go into that manic state and you're not wanting to listen to anybody, and you have money, and you're a big public figure. There's nobody that's going to tell you otherwise. You can bring every person you want on your team and tell them, hey, I need you to watch out for me. Make sure I take my medicine. Don't let me get out of control. Keep me in check. But at the end of the day, you are the boss. Unless somehow you transferred everything to someone else, gave them all of your financial gains and someone that you obviously trust, There's nobody that can tell you anything, because as soon as all those people that you hired to keep you in check start to try to keep you in check, you're firing them. You're telling them that they don't have a place here. You're not helping me. Get out of here. I'll hire somebody else. You tried it with the A-listers. Go back to the Z-list. This isn't for you, right? And so if you're going to do that to every single person, there's nobody that can keep you in check. There's nobody that can tell you, hey, listen, you're getting a little out of pocket right now. I know you might not notice it, but you're going down that path again. Because once you start going there mentally, you don't realize it. And you're not going to listen to someone telling you that you are. And you're going to end up in a situation just like this, where after the fact, once you finally come down, maybe taking your medication, whatever it is that you needed, you start to realize, wow, I just left a path of destruction. I just ruined everything. And that's going to continue to happen over and over and over and over, because you're not equipped for this type of life. The streaming, the chat, the 24/7 on the camera is just not good for somebody in that position. And especially having the money and being the person in power and the boss, there's nobody that can tell you anything. They either have to be yes men to keep their job and fuel you to go down this path of just destruction, or they try to step in and keep you in check like you tell them, and you fire them. And now they've got to find something else to do with their life. So it's like, it's a lose-lose situation. There's not really much that he can do or anyone around him can do until he acknowledges that and either sets up something in a way where he does not have the power, or he just gets himself separated from this entire situation, which I think is the answer. I think he needs to be offline. I think he needs to take years of his life and get himself on a better path. And that might mean never streaming again. That might mean never creating content again. And I know that that's tough because he's done this for so long. He's one of the OGs of YouTube. But at some point, you have to acknowledge the situation that you're in, and you've got to adapt to it in the best way possible and move forward in the way that's going to help you the most. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think streaming is it for him. So let me know what you guys think down below. We'll see where this plays out. Hopefully he's going to be safe. Hopefully he'll get some help. But again, it's not that easy, right? Unless he decides to admit himself, there's nothing that anybody can do unless he's immediately a threat to himself or those around him. And just because he punched somebody doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be able to be taken in. So I don't know where we're going to go from here. Only one way to find out, though. Just have to wait and see. So I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.